Hey, what's going on, people? It's been like 10 years and stuff. I've been on and off with videos. Apologize for that. Um, and I'm making this video just to kind of like, touch bases with you guys, tell you guys what, some of the things I'm thinking that, for the channel for Skyrim, I guess, for Skyrim. Um, but in any case, yeah, I just want to talk about some of the things that because I first and foremost, I had a lot of personal things going on in my life and stuff, where I wasn't really in a position to make videos for the channel and everything. Um, but now I'm past that, and I guess, I could tell you guys, I could speak more about that in the future, but just know that right now I'm in a better spot, in a better place right now where I can just devote some dedicated time to making videos on the channel. And this is something I really want to do because, I mean, just general, I kind of feel like the way I stopped making videos way back in the day or whatever, when I was doing Let's Play and everything, it got kind of got cut off. But you guys got to understand that just in, like Skyrim in general, like that game is very, like when you start adding mods and stuff, it can be very like, what I'm saying, not I'm not gonna say corrupt, but it can be very like unreliable. There you go, that's the word I'm talking about. Unreliable. So basically, I mean, I think that's what happened with actually I had what two playthroughs. I think I might have even had three. I think I had one I started with Malachi, the orc, Berserker, werewolf, and then that save file got corrupt because I had too much bronze and it was just a mess. And a lot of people at that time, it was the early state. That was like when the game first came out, so that was the early state of their mods. So they didn't get that much bug testing in their mods or whatever. But now we find ourselves in 2014, and a lot of these mods have been updated. A lot of these mods have been updated to the point that there's like almost no bugs, and the mod author has moved on. So everything is pretty much, for the most part, stable. Yes, you're going to have your mods that conflict with each other and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's stable. But speaking about mods and everything, now that I'm on the subject, the I spent a lot of time, like for about 2 weeks on and off, the past 2 weeks on and off, just testing mods because, as you guys know, like I just stated, they conflict. They have problems and stuff like that. So you got to be very careful about it. And I tried to while I was doing it, I tried to get a whole bunch of mods that didn't have required scripts. And the bulk of my mods right now is basically like visual mods, visual enhancements and stuff like that. And one of the mods, which is the big meat of just the core of all my mods as far as gameplay and stuff, is Requiem. I know a lot of you guys heard about it, and me personally, it drew Requiem drew me to it because of the challenge that it brought forward. Requiem has a lot of things in place that makes a game more challenging and more satisfying from role playing standpoint. That's what it's supposed to be, a role playing mod or whatever. So it really caters to your type of character. If you made a warrior, then it's going to cater to that, and you're going to feel more like a tank. Um, if you made like a archer or somebody like an agile little lock picking thief type character, you're going to just be able to do a lot more. You're going to be faster. You're going to be more agile. You're going to be able to take less fall damage and all types of stuff. It's very good. Aside from that, he has a lot of atmospheric things and that's huge with me. Like anything that'll just add new items or new books or new anything that will add to the immersion, add to the world, and make it richer, I'm for it. So Requiem, that's what it brings to the table. It brings some of that to the table. Um, so having all that said, I do have, I'm not going to sit here and talk about every single mod I have, but just know that I tested a lot of mods, and I've actually went through a lot of I had a thought process, because the funny thing about this whole thing is that I started with Requiem. I didn't play it that much. I do a lot of research when I try to do things, because in the past, when I don't do research, it comes back to bite me in the ass. So I do a lot of research, and basically, I looked at some videos, some people videos. I can't remember the people. I'm not going to say it right now because I want to mess somebody's name up. But I looked at some people that has Requiem videos, and I was just trying to get a general feel of how it is, and it was actually pretty good. Like, from what I was seeing, it was good. But then it got to the point in one guy's playthrough where he was a magic user. And one thing with me is, when I have a mod, I want it to be for everything. So I'm talking about, when I say everything, I'm talking about like every play style. So I can just have one mod for everything, and I don't have to worry about it. But he had like a magic user or whatever, and later in the game, well, he was testing out some things, and later he was saying that in game, or once you start getting higher or whatever, it was unbalanced. Like, the way the stats were, and the way the cost of the spells and all that stuff, everything started to get unbalanced and stuff. So, having that said, I I um I I got rid of Requiem, and then I started testing out other stuff. I used to have Skyrim. I actually used to have Skyrim, and I used to like it a lot. But I think Skyrim was the scripts and stuff like that. For some reason, I have a gut feeling that, and whenever I have a gut feeling, it's usually right. But for some reason, I think that Skyrim was actually causing problems with some of my last game sessions or whatever. But that was actually off camera. That wasn't that had didn't have to do with Malachi and Jagged Thorn and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, it's just the Skyrim or whatever. It just, for me, I felt like it was causing problems. It changed too much and everything. Another problem was is that, and it was huge, because it changed the perks, but the way it changes the perks is, like, let's say you need steel smithing or whatever. If you get steel smells the equivalent of the Skyrim equivalent of the steel smithing, if you download a weapon mod that that requires that perk, you won't be able to access it. You had to use console commands, and that was huge for me, because that's a huge part of my playthroughs, is adding more just items to craft and stuff like that. Whether it be armor or weapons or whatever. So in any case, so I got rid of Skyrim, went to Requiem, got rid of that. And then I started to test some other mods, because I like to test a lot of things. So I tried like stuff like Ace, and some other mods. I can't remember right now, but basically it does the same type of thing. But I never like. The funny thing is that with Requiem, when I first tried it, I went through the Helgen. You start the game or whatever, and it added some things to. I'm not going to spoil it, but it added some things to that area that made me feel like, man, this is so much better than what we got in the vanilla game. So, and that was from a story standpoint. So, I mean, um, what is it called? I get so much mods that I get confused with it. Um, so with these other mods, it took that away. It took that aspect away of, just adding more detail in the world. So it was like it became evident that I'm just gonna have to stick with Requiem and try to work my way around some things and see what I can do, because it does have an NCM menu and the mod, so you can like customize the settings and stuff if you don't like some of the things that it has in it. So I say all that to say this is that, yes, I'm going to be making new videos, and basically the main thing that's really, I'm not going to say stopping me, but holding me back right now, is how I'm going to present the videos to you guys. You know, and what I mean by that is what kind of flavor, what kind of style am I going to do my videos in? I mean, just to name a few different types of styles, you have your Let's Plays, or gameplay type videos where people, just sit down and play Skyrim, right? But the different styles or whatever you have that I've seen so far is, you have some people just play the game and they will act like they're the character. So when they talk, it's like the character talking. It's just they are the character. Their voice is their character. It's cool and all, but it has some ups and downs. And for me, it feels a little weird doing that. Just having a full blown conversation with an NPC. That's kind of weird for me. Then you have your people that commentate. So they'll say, "Oh, so this character's doing this, and he's going to head to the town, and he's going to head to Riverwood, or he's going to head to Whiterun, and he's going to talk to the Jarl or whatever. He's going to buy some items." So they kind of guide you through it and just tell you whatever they commentate. It's almost like you watch a football game and they tell you commentate on that and stuff like that. It's the same thing. It's like a play-by-play type of thing. Then you got some people that they just, I don't know, they just wild out and do random stuff. They just say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do, and they don't take the game serious and stuff. So I have an actual different approach to, it's going to be a blend in some forms of fashion, but for the most part, I have a general idea of where I want to go with how I want to do the videos. Because before, the way I used to do it, and this actually going to be similar to the new way, but with a little tweaks. The way I used to do it was, I guess I would sometimes, I don't know, it was a little crazy how I did it, because sometimes I would act like the character. So I would talk to the NPC or whatever, and I would say, "Oh, so," because what I would do is I would read the dialogue. I'd read the dialogue or whatever I have to say, whatever my character says, and then they say what they have to say, then I would answer back. But basically, I want to switch that up so that I'm removed from the character. I don't want to go into too much details because I want to have somewhat of a planned out. I mean, it was somewhat a surprise on how I do it, and so. But the general thing is, I want to, immersion is going to be the focus for those type of videos, because I'm actually going to have multiple types of videos. I might have your videos where I'm just talking about a subject or something just happened in the game industry, and then I got Skyrim playing in the background. I'm playing Skyrim in the background. And then I'm gonna have, probably your mod videos, stuff like that. So but I'm talking primarily for your gameplay. Sit down and let's watch for Skyrim, play Skyrim, right? So that's gonna be something that I'm gonna try to work out and see. I might have to do some testing. I might not. I might not just even test. I might just test while I'm going along. So I'll just record, post it up, see what you guys' reaction is, stuff like that. And honestly, I like to see a reaction, but that's not really going to determine on how I move. That's not going to be the end all be all. I do like input, I do like feedback, but I'm not going to. If I feel strongly about something, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to sit there, change it. I might tweak it a little bit to be a little bit more convenient and stuff, but I'm not going to change it. So I think I'm about to put this video to a close. I've been going on for a while now, but before I end, I want to kind of tell you guys my setup, my new setup. And my new setup right now is I have oh man, I can't even remember right now. I have the i7. Let me see if I can go here. Graphics properties, is that it? No, that's not it. Cause it'll tell you where I'm trying to go. It'll tell you exactly. Uh, if I go to computer, it is. I'm trying to go to system properties, and I cannot remember how to go to that. I guess I'll just tell you what it is. I can't find it right now, and I don't want to spend too much time on that. So yeah. Oh no, I remember. I remember. It's my computer. You got to go to my computer desktop. Computer system properties. There you go. Okay, this is what I got. I got the i7 4770K. I used to have it overclocked, and I have the water cool, well not the liquid cool or whatever inside. Um, but it wasn't quite. I was having problems before, like early on. And it was. I don't think it. It might not been due to the overclock or whatever. But I just wanted to be on the safe side of things. Like I used to get like weird crashes where like the whole like you'll see like a huge pattern that's split on both sides of the screen or whatever. It was just weird, and it'll crash on me. And I actually get those. They're very rare, but I do get those still. But I get those like probably once a week, or I probably won't even get it for a whole week or whatever. Um, but I took it down, so that probably wasn't the cause of the problem, the overclocking and stuff. So eventually, the problem with overclocking is that it take a lot of time and effort. So I'm gonna do that in the future. But for now, it's gonna be at stock. Then I got 16 gigs of RAM, and the graphics card I got is the R9 290. Before, I actually had to do with those crashes still. I actually had when I first got the video card, I had the R9 290X, but I thought that it was the cause of my problem with my computer. So I took it back, and then I got the 290 instead. No, I think I took it back. Then I got another 290X, and then I kept getting the same problem. And then I just said, "Fuck it, let me get the 290." So I got the 290, and I think, well, at least I thought that they fixed the problem, whatever. So I just kept it. But the main thing with that was just getting those cards was that it was 4 gigs of RAM, VRAM. So that'll allow me to get like a whole bunch of like just mind blowing textures into Skyrim and Bethesda games or whatever without having to worry about my game crashing or not being able to handle it. So that's pretty much my new setup. Maybe in the future I'll actually visually show you my setup because I built my computer. This is a new computer from the last one you guys seen. This is actually updated with the latest and greatest. And I'm thinking about getting another 290 in the near future. But the problem with 290 getting another one is that they don't have. Like I looked it up, they're not really selling them. They saying that they all sold out the reference one because that's what I got the reference. So in any case, I know I'm nerded out a little bit too much right now, but I wanted to give you guys a full breakdown, detail, whatever you want to call it, of what's been going on with my channel, what's going on with me, what I'm working with, what I'm working on, and all that stuff. So until next time, I'm gonna see y'all later, and I start to put out videos and stuff. I'll just probably the first videos you're probably gonna see is I'm thinking if it might be a let's play or something else. And it's not going. When I say let's play, it's not gonna be a full blown like let's play. It's gonna be more like adventures of this particular character. So we'll see what happens. You're gonna see. It's just gonna pop up, and you're gonna be like, okay, something nice to watch. But this video was, oh, I'm only at 20 minutes. That's good. But this video was basically just to say, just give y'all a verbal explanation of the video I just posted up, and also, just me talking about all different types of stuff that's on my mind about the channel. So I guess I'll talk to y'all later. Oh, let me wait until it goes to 20 on the dot. Peace. Peace.